Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is your truly TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. Thank you very much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast pregame show. And on this edition, we're going to be talking about the divisional round, the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one, win or go home. This is the third time around, and a lot of members of the Who That Nation are excited about this game, as well as fans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And look, I had a prediction show on yesterday. I talked about the New Orleans Saints. I talked about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I gave my prediction. The time for talk is over. You know, this is not going to be a long show. You know, I wanted to go live. I thought about going live. I thought about opening up the phone lines and stuff like that. And it would have been a great idea, of course. But I don't feel like there's much that needs to be said that was not said on yesterday. State of the Saints podcast went about 2 hours. We even got Buckles Locker, shouts out to him, came on the show, talked about it from a Buccaneers standpoint. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not watched any ESPN, NFL Network, CBS, or Fox show leading up to this point. I mean, I've been at home, I've been cleaning up and just occupying my mind because I wanted to be straight up dialed in and focused about what I'm about to tell you right now. The New Orleans Saints have to win this football game, Who That Nation. They have to win this football game. They got to go out there and they got to put forth the best effort they possibly can to knock off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I understand who Tom Brady is, and I understand the threat that he poses to this team and what they need to do, especially when you have a quarterback in Drew Brees that's about to retire. It's all over. It's all said and done after that. You know, once Drew Brees retires, that's it. You know, and this could possibly be, which I feel like is going to be his final game inside of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Drew Brees has brought legitimacy to the city of New Orleans. He has brought legitimacy to the Saints franchise, the black and gold, the New Orleans Saints. They were a laughingstock before he got here. People were afraid and embarrassed to even say that they were Saints fans. People were afraid to even mention the word playoffs. But in comes a 6 foot tall, 209-pound quarterback who brought legitimacy and winning culture to the New Orleans Saints franchise alongside Coach Sean Payton. And when I think about what's about to transpire, what's going to happen once this season is over, I'm not going to lie to you, I get a little bit emotional because this guy made me proud, really, truly proud to be a Saints fan. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why the New Orleans Saints are going to win today. It's not so much about the X's and the O's, but it's about passion. It's about what I feel like those football players are thinking about right now, how they know that their leader, this is going to be his last time in the Superdome. And I know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have all this talent. You got Tom Brady, you got Rob Gronkowski, you got Antonio Brown, you got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, an embarrassment of riches when it comes to the talent. And if I was playing Madden, like I said at the beginning of the season, I'd be afraid. But I'm not afraid of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I know the New Orleans Saints are a better football team. In order for the New Orleans Saints to win this football game, they're going to have to start off by running the football. They're going to need a balanced attack. And I feel like they should be focused on the running game now more than ever, now that you have Taysom Hill, who is not going to be in this game. You don't have that Swiss Army knife mismatch dynamic that really helped you the second go round because Taysom Hill was incredible in that game. Now you have to focus on Drew Brees as your quarterback, and you definitely have to focus on Alvin Kamara running the football. You got to focus on the other cast of characters to get them involved in running the football. You got to play lights out defense. And I'm pretty sure the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're going to be ready. Their offensive line is going to be ready. They've been hearing, oh, they can't protect Tom Brady. They got to make sure they give him a clean pocket. The Saints have had their number. They've heard this over and over again. And the Saints have to understand that they heard this over and over again. And they are going to be motivated to make sure that they keep a clean pocket for Tom Brady. You got to be able to stop the run of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you can't just expect for them to go up in there and thinking that they're going to throw the football all over the place, which I think that if they're a smart football team, which I think that they are, they're going to look at the fact that they had success running against the Washington football team last week. And there are some cases this season that the New Orleans Saints have struggled to stop the run of opposing teams. You know, for the example of Dalvin Cook with the Minnesota Vikings. It wasn't until we switched Marcus Davenport from the left side to the right side, we neutralized Dalvin Cook. I mean, the first time around, you know what I'm saying, Darren Montgomery, you know, the first time when he actually played against the New Orleans Saints for the Chicago Bears, he was having success running to the left side. There have been little pieces and little nuances of success of teams running the football against the New Orleans Saints, and trust and believe that Bruce Arians and his team has saw that. So the Saints are going to have to stop the run. They're also going to have to win their matchups. When there's press coverage, when there's man-to-man coverage, when you might not have that front four getting pressure, allow some coverage sacks. Be more physical than this football team. You know, make sure that you're getting guys on the ground, making sure that they're not breaking tackles. That's very, very important. The last game, the Chicago Bears, against the Chicago Bears, the Saints played, they had some very sure tackling. So hopefully they can replicate that. And also we're going to need outstanding quarterback play by Drew Brees. Look, Drew Brees struggles in the postseason. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you how, but he does struggle in the postseason. And Drew Brees is going to have to put forward one of the best postseason performances he ever had. Okay. I mean, I think about the last couple of games. I mean, the game versus the Minnesota Vikings last season, he struggled. The game versus Chicago Bears last week, he wasn't really himself. You know, the game versus the Minnesota Vikings back in the day, you know what I'm saying, divisional round, he struggled. Look, everybody's saying that Drew Brees is not a good quarterback in the postseason. He has something that he needs to go out there and fix. He has to make sure that he puts on a great performance, because those stats that he put up in a postseason are not Drew Brees-like stats. And also some play calling. You know, Sean Payton, stop being so cute. Stop trying to wow the crowd. Stop trying to come up with all these stupid plays that don't work. And I get it. You know, it's the postseason. You're trying to give teams something different that they didn't see before. But sometimes the game does not involve trickery. It's about mano a mano. It's about man to man. It's about going out there executing. And if you look at it, you're a better coach than any of those coaches on the sideline, especially when it comes to calling plays. If my life was on the line, I had to choose between Byron Leftwich to call a play or Sean Payton to call a play, guess who I'm deciding? So Sean Payton got to call a better football game. And I feel like if he goes out there and not get into his head, he should be just fine. I'm looking for somebody like Marcus Davenport to step up. I mentioned last night what the Saints have done to invest in him to make sure that he is the successor to Cam Jordan. They believed in this guy. They believed in him. And it's time for him to step up, because if Trey Hendrickson is being double teamed, he has to win his matchup. He has to get pressure on Tom Brady, and he definitely has to get home. Those are my keys to victory, Who Dat Nation. I mean, like I said, we can talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and their fan base has been talking. Our fan base has been talking, but the time for talk is over. It's time to play football. One of these teams are going to the NFC Championship, and I just gave you my opinion on how I feel like the New Orleans Saints can get there. Hopefully this won't be my last edition of the State of the Saints podcast, talking about the Saints playing this season. Hopefully it won't be. I look forward to seeing the Saints in NFC Championship game, going to Lambeau, taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. But I would love to hear from you. What do you think about this game today? Are you nervous about this game? If you're scared, go to church, okay? Look, we don't need nobody scared in the Who Dat Nation. But if you are a little bit nervous, feel free to comment down below. If you have a strategy, comment down below, like and share this video. This has been the State of the Saints podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search The State of the Saints podcast. Also, facebook.com, search The State of the Saints podcast. And previous episodes are available on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And also Anchor FM. And follow yours truly on Twitter at State of Saints. Till next time, all I got to say is,